Fourth and Delusional.
What is up, people? Welcome back to episode 3 of Fourth and Delusional with my boy Satish Bisa.
Yes, sir.
My name is David Biddle. Thank you all for being here. So we just got done watching that World Cup game.
We did.
That was great.
It's wraps.
Shout out River Pig, the local dive bar.
Putting
And they're
us up.
watching it.
Shout out to the owner, Ramsey, for always showing us a good time there.
Yeah, great
Show
host.
us love.
Great hospitality.
That's our spot. So if you guys are ever in the Bend area and need somewhere to go for a sporting event, go to the Pig.
Yeah, it's
Definitely
hard.
we'll be there.
Hard to beat. Most likely we will be there.
Most likely.
Yeah. And come through ready to get a round of shots on the shot ski with us.
Yup. That's a guarantee.
Mandatory. So this game today, dude, was pretty good, honestly. Like, even though it was only 1-0.
It was like, it was so much was going on because it felt like Spain was dominating the entire game, but the scoreboard didn't show that at all. And honestly, props to the Argentina goalkeeper because he was the reason why. I mean, shit, this game could have been 5-0 easy, but he was balling.
Definitely.
But you know what? At the end of the day, like if you're controlling the game for that long, and Argentina got a red card on a player, and they're down 10 players, it was only a matter of time before Spain punched it in.
Yeah.
And it happened.
You called them the Argentina Chiefs while we were watching the game.
did,
It's
dude.
so true.
Like, honestly, I don't know if you guys saw the game, but there was a goal that got called off because apparently one of the Spain players was called for a foul right in front of the goalie.
Such
on a
bullshit.
Defender, and the defender was clearly pulling him down. So if anything, you would think it's a foul on Argentina, and if they missed a shot, it would be a PK. But
Yeah.
you know, it'd be like that, man. They got Messi, Mahomes on that team.
Yeah, they do. It literally, the Spain offensive guy had his back to the Argentinian defender. The dude like grabs him and then flops.
Yeah.
It's how do you get a penalty when your back is turned to the other guy?
It didn't make any
It's
sense. to me.
atrocious.
Mhm.
Yeah, and that Argentina goaltender almost had the greatest World Cup final. I mean, he might have still had the greatest World Cup finals for a goalie ever. But if they would have, if he would have held the shutout and they would have won, that might have been the greatest goalie performance of all time.
MVP, like unbelievable performance.
That dude
Like,
was killing it.
like I said, if it wasn't for him, it could have easily been like 5-0. Like he absolutely was balling out there.
Yeah, bro. That last penalty though, that against Argentina, it was against Argentina where he made the dude do the flip.
Yeah, that was nuts.
That was insane.
It's like, I mean, in slow-mo, you're kind of like, how the hell did this even happen? But when it was happening in real time, these guys are flying at each other like 20 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Just hauling ass. And like, I think he tried to sell it a little bit, but he like completely underestimated the way he was going to like fly.
Yeah, he did.
He turned into an Olympic gymnast. I couldn't believe my eyes. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, I was so impressed. I thought when they slowed it down, I was going to see like his jerky motion and like him jumping into it and selling it. But when they slowed it down, I was like, oh shit, maybe he did get flipped.
He was kind of cooked regardless.
Because it's impossible to flip that smoothly in slow motion without like, unless you're actually just getting thrown around like that. That goal that got called back. Oh yeah, you mentioned it because the penalty that was insane. The whole bar was erupted when they made that shot.
Yeah, it was, but it was one of those scenarios where I was like, you know what? I feel like ball don't lie. Like they'll get their get back and they'll punch it in, and lo and behold, that's what happened. But like in the moment, it's like in the final two, I feel like unless it's egregious and an absolutely obvious call, you can't call it because otherwise you're dictating the outcome of the game.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Like imagine if Argentina got the ball back and they scored. And that, like, you can't, like...
It would have ruined it.
Yeah.
There would have been an asterisk against that the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it would have been brutal. I mean, I'm so glad the ball didn't lie and that Argentina didn't pull off the win because that would have sucked.
Same.
That missed header, too, by Spain where it hit the back of the dude's braids.
Mm-hmm.
It
literally, like, just grazed the top of his forehead and, like, just enough to change the direction of the ball, but there was no, like, oomph behind it. And if there was, that probably would have been a goal. It's one of those things too. I mean, honestly, like I feel like a big takeaway in the game was just defense as a whole, because the goalie of Argentina again balled out, but Spain, they shut down Messi.
They shut
This guy is like widely renowned as like the greatest to ever step on the pitch ever, and like he was. They took him out of the game completely.
Yeah,
I feel like he got the ball like 3-4 times, and then when he did, just passed it off. Like nothing happened.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if they got a shot or two off to end the game, but it was up until like 5-10 minutes left in the game. They didn't even have a shot on goal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Spain 6-7 defense, now it's 7-8. They're elite. They're better. Mm-hmm. They really are as good as I was thinking they were.
Yeah. And
it's just insane that the way that they stopped all the goals from coming in, like their actual defensive players are just elite.
They're like that.
They move as a unit. They don't let the ball get through. Their goalie doesn't even have to do anything.
Yeah. Like it's one of those things where it's like the Spain goalie won't get his flowers because like it never even got to that point.
Yep.
Everyone on Spain, when you think of Spain, you think of Yamal, Iglesias, guys like that. But like it was absolutely insane to me how much control Spain had over this game. Like it was their game to win and their game to lose. Like
Definitely
it was. The only way they would have lost is if like somehow miraculously Argentina found a crease and they exposed it and scored. But like you knew watching that match, like that it wasn't going to happen. It really wasn't.
No, it wasn't. Sorry, I got distracted by that 80 for Brady.
Yeah,
movie ticket on the wall.
Side note, for you guys who don't know, on my wall, I have tickets framed from when Carly and I got invited to the world premiere of the 80 for Brady movie. Damn. A lot of you guys don't know, or if you do know, I'm a diehard Patriots fan. Tom Brady's my GOAT. And he was there for the event, and we got to walk the red carpet and all of that. But it was a rookie mistake because it was like my first or second red carpet ever. And it's like, you can't get there early. Like I remember them telling us like
pre-gaming.
I remember them telling us like, because we lived like an hour away from like LA where it was in like Brentwood over by UCLA. So we were like, all right, cool. Like this red carpet starts at 6. We got to leave at like 4:30. We'll go there, and we walked it at like 6 p.m. like right when the red carpet opened. Obviously, Brady wasn't there until like 7:30 on the dot.
Yeah.
So we literally walked the red carpet. We go behind it, and it's like they have like hors d'oeuvres and stuff and cocktails, and it was cool. But like, it was such a rookie mistake. Like it literally didn't make any sense. We walked it, and we were like, okay, like now what? And it was so funny because like at red carpets, you have all these photographers and journalists that are like snapping pictures and stuff. But by the time we got there, it was kind of like, I remember like looking at the photographers and they were all kind of like, who the fuck is this guy? I've never seen who is this guy? I'm like, yeah, should I like pose? Should I not pose? Like, do you guys follow me on TikTok and Instagram? They're like, dude, fuck off. And I was like, all right, sorry.
Yeah, you're not an athlete.
Sorry. I was like, I guess I just don't have clout like that.
They probably were told to like only photograph NFL guys.
So what they do too is like you get there and usually someone kind of like escorts you onto the red carpet. And they'll ask you like, what's your name? So that like on like a little mini whiteboard, and they'll show it to the photographers and all the journalists. And if they recognize you, then that's like they know like, okay, he's coming on. Like we'll ask him questions, we'll take pictures, whatever. So I watched this guy like show the whiteboard, and it was crickets. And I've never felt I've never felt more depressed in my life. I was like, damn, I'm not as sick as I think I am.
Yeah, you thought you got the invite and you're hot shit.
I was like, yeah, my red carpet, yeah, I'm gonna meet Tom Brady. Yeah. None of those things happened. It was extremely humbling. Extremely.
That's hilarious. You're just like, were you in the theater? You just had to go sit down, or could you at least like mingle in like the?
I mean,
foyer?
like yes and no. So it was funny because like there were bigger content creators there, like David Dobrik and like a bunch of like Vlog Squad people were there. But even then, it's like even they're kind of like too Hollywood, and they act like it too. Like it's kind of like, I remember David walked by me, and this is right when his pizza place Dobrik's opened up. I was like, "Yo, David, congrats on the pizza place opening up. That's awesome." one of his best friends, Jason Nash, walked by, and him and his him and his wife now got engaged, and I was like, hey, congrats on the engagement. And they both kind of walked by, like, oh yeah, thanks, congrats, yeah, I appreciate it. And I was like, oh, like I'm not like trying to like, I'm not like a journalist. I'm genuinely trying to like,
you're just being the homie,
have some conversation here.
Yeah,
and I just look like a fucking scrub.
That sucks. I'm sure it's like a double-edged sword for him because he's like you. It's like in that world, so many people probably want something out of you all the time that like a genuine person just being the homie. It's like 1 in a million.
It's so much like social climbing.
Yeah, definitely.
But it's like hard because like, I mean, you know me. I'm like not like that at all. Like I don't. If I like meet someone, I'm talking to them. I'm just trying to like converse. Like I don't want anything from anyone. I'm not. And that's like, I think one of the hard things about the current age of being a creator and an influencer, because like, I mean, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Like it's easier now to like go viral and build a following than it was like 10, 15 years ago. And these guys are like OGs. Like they were on Vine, they were on YouTube. They built that from the ground up. And for me, it was like, I just did this shit for like a year and a half and like, walked ass backwards into like virality, and they're kind of just like, this guy isn't for real. But it's kind of like I genuinely like when David walked by, I genuinely wanted to be like, yo, like congrats, like how's everything going, like what's it like owning a pizza business, like or business in general. And it's like you just won't really get that time of day, and I can't say I blame them. It's just one of those things where it's like, I don't know, bro, the whole like LA Hollywood bullshit is just I'm like glad I'm out of it now and like here up in Oregon, because like there's a discernible difference. Like I miss like human connection and just like making friends and like just shooting the shit. But there it's just like it's nonstop social climbing. Someone's like, oh, like maybe if I meet this person, and then they maybe they know like someone who works at like a big like record label, I can drop an album, or like maybe they know someone in casting.
Screenplay.
It's nonstop theatrics, and you know it's like I don't blame them for being like either jaded by it or like numb to it. It's just part of the game, I guess.
It is. I mean, also too with the way streaming is now, like the vlog streaming. It's like it's like the way you climb up is by getting on other people's streams and like getting in the clips and just being in that social scene.
That reminds me of like, are you familiar with all this shit with like Streamer University and that? I don't get it. I really don't. Like to me it's like, you know, like people find out they're in it or they're not in it and they apply it, and people are like crashing out on the internet, and it's like, and I guess like there's a certain level of being naive to it, because I myself was like, when I was on TikTok and growing a following, I was like, okay, once I get to 1 million followers, I'm like punching my ticket, I can quit my job, I can be a full-time content creator, this is it, I could be like a millionaire, but it's not like, that's not the case at all. And even when Kai first did Streaming University, there's plenty of people that went on it that like not much came out of it.
Definitely.
And it's just like such a, especially I feel like I'm in a unique position where I'm like, I'm in the space, but observing from the outside, and I'm kind of like, I feel bad for people. I do, because it's like, you don't have to rely on this guy to like punch your ticket in, and like by the same token, if you get in, it's not a guarantee that like you're gonna, you know, go off and do great things. And it's the same kind of, it all falls under the same umbrella of the whole like social climbing, and like, you know, it's just like, it's sad. I think it's sad. There's no, people aren't like trying to make friends anymore and like just like build something with that. And I credit to like David Dobrik too, bringing him up again, because like him and his friends that went viral, like they were all just like friends that happened to have been like content creators, and David just popped up and took them all up with them. And it's like, you don't like see that anymore. Now it's kind of like everyone's so like hyper focused on their own brand, and everyone is a celebrity now. And I understand this is a sports podcast and we're not talking about sports right now, but like, I think it's kind of like a commentary on the current state of having a social life. That's just the way things are now.
It is. I mean, I think it's an interesting perspective. It's stuff you don't hear otherwise. So I don't think the audience is going to mind it. But speaking of sports, let me see this. I saw the craziest stat this morning. Okay, so Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta has hosted a World Cup, Super Bowl, a national championship, an SEC championship, and a Major League Soccer championship. But in that time span, the Falcons haven't won a home playoff game.
Yeah, I mean, I saw that stat as well.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's tough to be. I feel bad for the city of Atlanta for that reason, but I also love Atlanta because you guys gave us the greatest Super Bowl comeback of all time. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Like, to be honest, like you guys, I will always have love for Atlanta because you guys solidified Tom Brady being the GOAT because that was his 6th Super Bowl ring in the most epic fashion ever. But like, it's like, is that city cursed for sports? At least the Falcons. I mean, like everyone. I mean, Morgan Wallen's got a song called "The '98 Braves" about how they should have made it all the way, but they didn't. And like the Falcons, they should have won it that year. They were stacked. And what happened? And after that, it was a whole collapse. Matt Ryan dips. Julio Jones is never the same. It's all hell breaks loose. And now you got Penix and Tua. What are you doing, man? Penix and Tua. You got like the worst quarterbacks in the league. But for some reason, the Falcons love lefty quarterbacks. I get you. I get it. You had Michael Vick. I get it. I do. But like then again, you got Penix and Tua. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, it's insane. I'm fully expecting Tua to win the starting job this year.
You think so?
Yeah, definitely.
I think it's gonna be like it's gonna go back and forth between like injuries and all that. Like
Tua's probably gonna get knocked out mid-season.
Same with Penix. I mean, Penix is like
Penix has got the bad.
He's not known for being like a extremely durable quarterback.
No,
and like he already was like when he got drafted, he was an old rookie. Him and Bo Nix were like 25, and he already had a huge injury history, and it's I don't know. As long as Bijan plays well, or Bijan, I believe it's pronounced Bijan Robinson. Watching him play is like insane. Like, and Drake London, phenomenal wide receiver. Did you see the way Drake London proposed to his fiance?
No.
It was, dude, it's the funniest shit I've ever seen in my entire life. It was like very Taco Bell incorporated. Like it was like, I don't know if it was like Taco Bell was like
sponsoring
it.
They might,
but it might as well. It was literally, they were like on like a beautiful environment. And usually you'd think like an athlete like that, it's like, like crab legs, like steaks, all that. But it's just straight Taco Bell. But I couldn't believe my eyes because I'm like, when you like get on one knee and you propose, like it's an incredible feeling. Like you're just so locked in on that. But if I did that, I would have to shit so bad, dude. Like I'm like, dude, like
insane.
I would be like, just say yes so I can run to the bathroom right now. Like,
he's like, hey babe, look inside this cheesy gordita crunch for a minute. You might find something.
Wow, that's where the ring's at. This crunch really crunchy.
Yeah.
Oh, a ring? Oh my god! Like. That's
hilarious.
It was phenomenal.
It's got to have been like Taco Bell sponsored because they were sponsoring Devontae Adams the other year.
Yep.
Yeah.
They had their I don't know if they're based in Irvine, California, but like their big like tasting lab is in Irvine, over by where I used to live in California. I remember driving by it so many times and thinking like, man, Devontae Adams has been there like 100 times.
Mm-hmm.
Just like eating Taco Bell. Like, what a life, dude. That's incredible.
Yeah. And then I think it's Minnesota where they do all their test kitchens because it's like Taco Bell is like religion out there. I don't think they have real Mexican food. So naturally. It's like, yeah, I think it's Minnesota or somewhere in like the upper north Midwest.
I'll be surprised if it's both.
Yeah, it could be both.
Wow.
But dude, yeah, the Falcons are nice. Honestly, like I think if Tua can put it together, because he's not like a great quarterback, but he can get the ball out fast, and he's pretty accurate, So like, if Zach, because they got Zach Robinson, right? That's their new. Is he the new head coach? He went over from the Bengals, right? Or no, is that Zach Taylor? But yeah, I'm pretty sure Zach Robinson's either the new head coach or offensive coordinator. But if he can get their stuff dialed, like I just feel like they haven't been, especially last year. They just don't use Pitts and they don't use Drake London the way I feel like they should.
Yeah,
like I think Drake London, you just need to give him like almost like
dude.
He's got to give him like almost Tyreek Hill-esque, just underneath routes all day.
But even over the top, like Drake London, I feel like is probably one of the most underappreciated elite receivers in the league. Like, a lot of people don't put him under the umbrella of being elite, but he really is. Like, the Pats played the Falcons last year, and I remember Drake London, like the Pats were winning for most of the game, and they had control of the game, but London was cooking Christian Gonzalez, who, if you guys are football fans, you know he's an elite corner. Like, he's top 3. Like, it's like Surtain, Stingley, and him in any given order. But it's like, that's not like an easy thing to do. But Drake London, I think he had like 3 tutties that game.
Damn.
Over $1 receiving, and like he's very nice, very nice. My concern with Tua is that, like, if you put any kind of pressure on him, he bugs out.
Yep. Yeah, he does. Definitely.
And I don't know off the top of my head how good the Falcons' offensive line is.
I don't think it's that good.
But and if they're playing like good defenses, I don't know what you can do. At least like Penix he's like fairly mobile. I feel like he's a lot better of escaping the pocket than Tua is. But I agree. Like if Tua's on point and the play calling is good, he's very good at like getting the ball, releasing it, and just letting receivers get into open space. But that's like, feels like a pretty tall task for them. But also what concerns me about the Falcons is, didn't their rookie last year, the defensive end, James Pierce, did he get into some trouble?
Yeah, I think he got.
What was it?
Dude, I think it was like domestic violence, fleeing from the police.
Oh, no.
And then he like fought some cops.
Oh, no.
But I think the crazier thing is that he's like out of jail already and back on the team.
Wow.
I think court systems are just different in Georgia if you're a football player.
I would say
Let's
nationally.
leave it at that.
I would say nationally.
Yeah, nationally. But those Bulldogs can get away with the most reckless of driving. And
Jalen Carter, for example.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So if James Pierce, so I don't know if he's going to play this year. It's probably like I haven't heard that he's not, but
I could see the Falcons being really good in like 2-3 years.
Definitely.
I think
I could see him sucking this year and getting like one of these really good QBs in the first round, and then turn it, like if they end up with like Arch Manning at like the 10th pick or something.
But also like if they pick up like a veteran quarterback, because like their quarterback room has been a circus.
Kirk Cousins.
Literally ever since Matt Ryan left, it's like, who the fuck is playing quarterback?
Yeah.
Like, it's like you don't know. Like, and Penix is not going to lead you anywhere. Tua is not going to lead you anywhere. There's a certain vibe they're giving off that, like, okay, we're gonna either wait until we can draft like a Dante Moore, or if we can draft somebody or pick up a guy in free agency. There's plenty of like not old quarterbacks that are gonna be in free agency in the next like 2-3 years that you don't know what's gonna happen. Like, anything can happen. I mean, we literally we saw Sam Darnold go to the Seahawks in this first season. What happened? They dog walked the Pats in the Super Bowl.
Sorry, Pats fans, and sorry to Vikings fans. The whole time when we won the Super Bowl, I felt so bad for the Vikings fans.
I actually feel worse for Vikings fans than I feel for me.
Well, because it's crazy because Kevin O'Connell and then their defensive coordinator, Flores, dude, they're so elite. Like if Sam Darnold if they would have re-signed Darnold, they easily could have won the Super Bowl instead of the Seahawks.
And it's interesting you bring up the Vikings because this isn't a listed talking point, I don't think, but I do want to mention Kyler Murray.
Yep.
I feel like people are disrespecting this man,
especially in fantasy, dude.
And
he's going in between like Tyler Shuck and Malik Willis.
That's absurd. That's absurd.
Insane.
Like, I can't wrap my head around the fact that people, like, look at the Cardinals organization, man. Like, no quarterback is set up for success there. He goes to the Vikings. You have Kevin O'Connell, who's known as like the quarterback whisperer.
Yep.
You have a great defense you can rely on. You have Justin Jefferson, Jalen Naylor, Hawkinson, Aaron Jones, who's still a good
Jones got
receiver.
some juice. He's not going to be good all year, but he's going to have some games.
Like, let's be honest, the reason why the Vikings weren't that good last year is because
9.
it was Carson Wentz at 9.
Yeah.
Like Kyler Murray is a guy. He's a guy.
He's a Heisman, bro.
People forget that. Like, he can play the quarterback position.
Yeah.
And I think he's going to stun the world a little bit this year.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's going to necessarily take him to the Super Bowl, but I wouldn't be surprised if they compete for that number 1 spot in that division and they make a run. They could win 12-plus games.
I mean, their defense is so good that he just needs to play average. Yes. And they could make a deep run.
And with a defense like that, like, you can get great
7
field
to 14
positions.
Points a game, and you could win 12-plus games.
He might not statistically light up the stat sheet, but he's good enough.
Yeah, he is.
At the bare minimum.
And too, the issue with Kyler is that he's short and he's not good at throwing like deep and across the middle of the field because you can't really see it. And that's not going to change. But I feel like with KOC, he's a good enough coordinator where he's actually going to game plan for that and not make Kyler throw the majority of his routes where he can't throw the ball, which is like what the fucking Cardinals would do.
Yeah.
Like that first year with Marvin Harrison, they kept running Marvin Harrison across the middle on these in-breaking routes his whole rookie year, and Kyler couldn't throw the ball there. And then they just had crazy tension.
They just got to go like this. Defensive tackles, smack, swat.
Literally. Yeah, you got to get outside the numbers for him really to be able to see. Yeah. And also, too, just setting up, like having a real coordinator that sets up the timing of the offense. Because a lot of the NFL passing game is I got a 3 to 5 step drop, and I know, depending on what drop I'm doing, where you're going to be in your route, and I'm putting the ball there, and I'm making the read off of coverage. I'm doing it before I see you open. You know, like the ball has to be there when you're getting open, not after. Like I can't think about it that long.
And I would say with utmost confidence that Kyler Murray is the most dynamic quarterback they've had in a very long time.
Yes.
Which means if he's moving with his legs a ton and you force defenses to adjust and maybe have defensive ends contain, or you have a spy that opens up the middle of the field, and you can have guys like Hawkinson just like dump it down 5 yards, 6 yards, 5 yards. And you know, like they can cause some very real problems for defenses.
Definitely.
And especially in that division where if you're keeping offenses like the Bears off the field or the Lions off the field, that gives them a great advantage that I really think that I'm so hyped for Kyler Murray, bro. Like I genuinely am like stoked. Yeah. I've always been a big Kyler Murray guy. I always root for his success. And he is probably in the best situation in his entire career thus far.
No, he definitely is.
And I think he's going to cook.
I think he's going to, he could easily have comeback player of the year this year.
You're the best receiver in the league.
Yep.
Yeah. What?
Best receiver and then the best, like, quarterback whisperer in the NFL, too. Mm-hmm. I mean, if Kevin O'Connell could make the Pastronaut Josh Dobbs look like prime Marcus Mariota, he can make Kyler Murray look like prime Donovan McNabb or Mike Vick.
Yeah.
It's definitely in the range of possible outcomes.
And you never know, like that will boost his stock as a quarterback potentially going into free agency. And who knows, maybe a team like the Falcons could pick him up.
There's no way they're going to let him walk after Darnold if he plays good this year, dude. I mean, you
maybe that's traumatic enough for them. I don't know. Maybe they had to go through
that. They deserve to have another 100 years of not winning if he balls out and they let him walk. That's just gonna be ridiculous.
I just can't believe they let Sam Darnold walk.
Yeah,
I'm
so happy about it.
I couldn't believe it when it happened. I was like, to me, that was the equivalent of the Bucks letting Drew Holiday walk and go to the Celtics. I was like, what are you smoking?
Yeah,
like, seriously.
I mean, honestly, too, I'm amazed the Ravens let Mike McDonald out of the room because
Yeah.
they fired Harbaugh a year late, and they could have fired him a year earlier and took in McDonald, and he could have ran that because
Yeah.
they like if McDonald is running the Ravens, dude. On paper, that team's better than the Seahawks.
But you know what's interesting to me about the Ravens is that like I feel like coaching wasn't the problem. Their personnel wasn't the problem. They just have really shitty luck. Honestly.
Yep. Zay
like,
Flowers with the fumble.
They are on a generational run of season-ending heartbreak.
It's never Lamar's fault either.
It's never dude, we saw the Zay Flowers penalty. Mark Andrews dropping the ball.
Yeah.
Tyler Loop missing a chip shot field goal to go to the AFC wild card. It's like, dude, like that. I feel like the Ravens were kind of like their ownership had their hands tied where they're like, something's got we got to fire the coach. Like what else can we? Something's got to change. But it's like you can't tell the fans, hey, we just have shitty luck. But truthfully, they just do.
I mean, they have won a couple Super Bowls over the years.
They have, but like
especially under Lamar though, they got shitty playoff luck with Lamar.
Yeah, it's insane. I feel bad for Lamar Jackson and his legacy because like for me, I don't know about you, but if I'm choosing between Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson, my franchise quarterback, I'm picking Lamar Jackson. And I understand the debate.
I love Lamar.
People will say like, oh, like, you know, like Josh Allen's, he's had like playoff runs, he's taken that team.
Dude, he can't.
But it's like be like so subjective or objective for a second. Look at the ways that Lamar has been knocked out of the playoffs and Josh Allen has been knocked out of the playoffs. It's never been Lamar's fault. Never. This last year against Josh Allen, yeah, I guess you could say historically it's kind of the same narrative.
Yeah.
But he played like shit against the Broncos.
Yeah, Josh Allen turns the ball over in the playoffs.
A lot.
Yeah, he definitely pushes it downfield and forces it, and will throw a lot of just ridiculous. It's like the last like quarter of the year. It seems like I've had him on fantasy before, and like he's killing it. And then like the last like 3, 4, 5 games, he'll throw like multiple picks a game, and you're just like, "What the fuck are you doing, dude?" I love Lamar, man. Lamar, and like the crazy thing with Lamar is his advanced passing stats year over year. He's one of the best passers in the NFL, and nobody gives him the credit for it that he deserves. Like, I honestly, I'm taking. He might be like my favorite QB of all time. For the NFL. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, watching him out of Louisville, I was such a fan, and I was a Ravens. I grew up like a Seahawks and Ravens fan. That Ravens 2000 Super Bowl with Ray Lewis is like one of the first ones I really watched, and I was so hyped when the Ravens drafted him. I couldn't believe he went that late. It didn't make sense to me.
Yeah, he was literally the 32nd pick.
Yeah.
What?
Ridiculous. Did you see Cam Scatterboo with the failed backflip?
I didn't actually watch it, but I heard about it. But that's just Cam being Cam.
Yeah.
Like he's like the second coming of Gronk in a sense where he's just a crazy ass white boy that's gonna do crazy ass white boy shit. Like he just like that's who he is. You either take him as he is or you leave it.
Yeah, definitely.
And like I'm actually very excited to see what the Giants do because to me, they're clearly becoming a better team. And this camera is not quite cooperating with us. I really think that the Giants they're another sleeper team. Like, I don't necessarily think that they're going to, go off and win the division, but I could see the NFC South being one of the better divisions in the NFL. I could see the Eagles kind of like not falling off, but dropping down a little bit. I can see the Commanders winning the division. And I think it's going to be a really competitive race for third place. I think that like that division whoever comes in fourth isn't going to be a bad team on paper.
Yeah.
Like I think that Jackson Dart, he's only becoming better if Malik Neighbors can stay healthy. They got in Harbaugh. They got in Isaiah Likely, who
huge.
obviously is one of the better tight ends in the league, and now will have a bona fide tight end 1 position on a depth chart. Like, they can do great things. My only concern is what they'll do on defense, because they are very shorthanded on the back end, even though they drafted Josh Downs, who's a dog. But I don't know. Like, I feel like they're also so young. That's another team that in 2 years they could be a problem, an absolute problem.
Definitely.
Yeah.
They just need to stay healthy.
Yeah.
I'm not expecting Scatterbo to be that good this year, at least for the first half of the year.
Mm-hmm.
But if he can, I mean, the odds of him making it through this season uninjured are so slim.
And I think it's the same thing with him and Jackson Dart. Like, it's like Jackson Dart is like, he's got like concussion problems. He's not like, he hasn't reached that maturation level yet of like, I got to slide if I'm scrambling.
Definitely. Yeah, he's forcing it out there.
He still thinks he can run around and run through everybody. Same with Scatterbo. But once they can have that click, and I think Harbaugh, he's still John fucking Harbaugh.
Yeah.
Like, he's not a scrub.
Not at all.
I think Dayball is kind of one of the more overrated coaches in the NFL.
Yeah. Dayball's a good offensive coordinator, but he's a dog shit head coach.
Yeah.
Even last year, the Giants, dude, the way that they would lose some of these games, I was like, I feel like I'm playing against like a middle schooler in Madden right now, watching their clock management and the way he would use timeouts.
And the thing is too, is like, people always say like, oh, he coached Tom Brady in New England. He coached Josh Allen in Buffalo. But it's like, has it ever occurred to you that like the quarterbacks are the reasons for his success?
Yeah.
Those are one of the best quarterbacks to ever play football.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard to like give that much credit to a coach in that scenario, to me.
Yeah, it is. You see that Lou Dort trade today?
I did.
Big time.
Mm-hmm.
The Hawks, Dyson Daniels and Lou Dort is about to be an absolute nightmare on defense, but a dream on offense if you're playing against them.
Yeah.
So they're not going to be getting 80 buckets. That might be the worst 3-point shooting front court in the modern NBA.
Yeah. I don't really see the vision from Atlanta's side. I really don't.
No, I don't either.
I like, genuinely, I can't, unless it was like a blockbuster trade that included Lou Dort, I really don't. I can't wrap my head around trading for him specifically. Like, Lou Dort was like, he was like decent in their finals run 2 years ago.
Lou Dort was huge for him. But Caruso kind of took over his role.
Yeah.
And he's better at like almost all of it.
Mm-hmm.
And Lou, he's not quite as dirty as Lou Dort either. I feel like Lou would get some crazy fouls in like big time games.
I just can't wrap my head around trading for him.
Yeah, I can't either. Especially when you already have Dyson Daniels, who is the worst shooter in the NBA. It's like you can't afford to have another defensive guy that's an offensive liability.
Honestly, I think the Thunder kind of fleeced them, because didn't they get like a bunch of second round picks too?
They probably did.
I
don't know all of it, but I do know that Risa Shea went to the Mavericks. And that's a crazy move. That was their first number 1 overall pick like 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah. And did the Thunder and the trade, was it a 3-way trade or a 2-team trade? Because I know I
think it was a 3-team.
Someone got Ryan Nembhard.
Yeah, the Hawks did.
I think that's a solid pickup, I think, because I don't know, watching the Pacers over the past couple of years, Andrew Nembhard is probably one of the most underrated guards in the league.
Definitely.
And
he was huge on that finals run.
Huge.
Yeah.
And
such a glue guy.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Derek White might be the 2 biggest glue guys, and Norm Powell.
Yeah. I 1,000% agree. So I'm interested to see how his brother Ryan plays this year.
Yeah, me too. It's like I'm just assuming their dad knows ball. Just they're so technically sound.
Yeah,
Mr. Nemhard probably was a hard ass coach.
100%.
Let me see. While we're talking about hoops, you seen any of the summer league action we got going on?
Not a bunch, but I've seen some clips. I've seen, wasn't it Caleb Wilson?
Bro, he's
a
so
dog, huh?
nice. It's
Shit.
like I was watching his. I haven't seen any of the games live, but I've watched a lot of highlights and replays. And bro, he literally watching him play. It's like I'm a huge KG fan. I love Garnett. And I always wondered, like, what would it look like if Garnett grew up in the modern era of basketball where they actually taught him how to shoot a three? And Caleb Wilson looks a lot like KG with the three.
C-Dub's a dog.
Yeah.
Now, remind me, because I haven't paid too much attention to. I don't know if the listeners are paying a ton of attention to the summer league. Who does Caleb Wilson play for?
The Bulls.
The Bulls.
Yeah, he went 4th overall. So it was the draft was 1 DeBansa to Washington, 2 Dan Peterson to Utah, 3 Boozer to Memphis, and then 4 was Wilson to the Bulls. And honestly, he's looking like the best of the 4 after summer league.
Yeah.
DeBansa's nice too. DeBansa and Peterson had a battle where they played head to head. I think it was like the highest grossing tickets for summer league game in history.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but they were nice, dude. I mean, honestly, too, like Cam Boozer is a sleeper too. Like
you think so? Cam Boozer?
His game's boring, but he's good, bro. He's hella good. Like he's been getting like 25 and like 7 and 6 throughout the summer league, like something kind of right around there.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got.
Interestingly enough, I think the opposite. I think he might be a potential draft bust. I think that, like, and this is just me, just watching March Madness and like seeing him perform in, situations where the lights are bright. He's obviously very talented, but I can't help but feel like the Boozer name is carrying him.
Yeah,
which is understandable, but I'm wishing him the best. I don't want to sound like a hater at all, but I just feel like, to your point, Caleb Wilson is like, he's showing like I'm the dog of this draft class.
Yep.
Like his energy is great. Like it reminds me of like Anthony Edwards in a sense. Like I saw a clip of him like barking at some guy on the Lakers, being like, who are you?
Yeah.
Who are you? Like we need more of that in the NBA. And maybe that's just me being a fan of Caleb Wilson, but I don't know, bro. I feel like Cam Boozer to me is like very 50-50.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely going to go down that he should have been drafted after C-Dub. But Boozer, for me, he's one of those dudes that's just like technically so sound, and he just gets boring stats. Like, he's not a very flashy player, but he gets rebounds, he gets buckets, his defense is pretty elite. Like, I don't know, he just doesn't have like a weakness to his game. But yeah, he feels to me like somebody who is going to be like a career like third option.
Yeah,
like he seems like he would be like if he could go to a team like Denver, he would be an amazing third piece behind like Jokic and Murray.
I'm interested to see though how he does, being like the 4 and 5 with Zach Edey.
Yep.
And obviously, like the Grizzlies, they traded Jaren Jackson, and there's got to be a reason why they're so all in on this kid. They definitely see something.
Yeah.
And hoping for the best. Like I hope he balls, and I guess we'll see.
Yeah, we will. Cool. You wanna? We wrap it up. I got a segment I was thinking we could end it on.
Let's do it.
Because we're in the thick of the summer right now, where we don't got a lot of live sports to talk about. So we're calling it ball knowledge season. We're gonna play a game of 20-0 for you cats because it's Sunday, and then on Wednesday's Thursday morning episode, we'll do 82-0 with the basketball.
Nice.
You played 20-0?
No.
Okay. So for anybody that doesn't know, it's a game. So it's NFL rosters, and it has 2 different like things that shuffle. So it shuffles your team and the era. So you'll get like Las Vegas Raiders from like 2015 to 2020.
Okay.
Or you'll get like the Niners from the 85 to 92 or something.
Okay.
And then there's 2 different game modes. You can play it where they show you the stats, or you can play it where they don't show you the stats.
Okay.
So we're going to go through and do it without the stats showing.
All right.
Let's see if we can go 20-0 sometime this summer while we're doing it.
Okay.
Here, let's do it here. We'll go offense only. It's honestly, this game is so fun though. It's like, I love it. It's like literally the epitome of dudes just love sitting around talking about old NFL players.
I love that.
So here we go. First spin. We got Kansas City 99 to 2005.
Okay.
Ooh.
So we just pick a player that was on this team?
Yeah, whoever we think is gonna have the best stats. We got to fill up
the best stats.
Yeah, we got to fill up the lineup. And then depending on how good the stats are collectively, they tell you what your record is.
Okay.
So, I mean, dude, right off the bat, 05 Larry Johnson's a beast.
Yeah.
2002
Priest
Holmes, though, I feel like that's it. Look at there. Unless they got Tony Gonzalez, 04. I think that's too young for Tony.
Yeah.
Let's do 02 Priest Holmes.
I think we got to go Priest.
There we go.
T.Y. Hilton.
Yeah, let me see. I think he's right there. 2016 T.Y. Hilton, absolute dog.
Oh.
Las Vegas, 76 to 85. That's where it's, Marcus Allen. I feel like we got to go Marcus Allen.
Yeah.
85 Marcus Allen, bro. Marcus Allen was one of the smoothest runners of all time.
Smooth.
Growing up, I loved watching his Raiders highlights. We got Giants.
Where's Mario Manningham?
Mario Manningham. Is he on right here? Do you want 2011 Manningham?
I'm almost thinking like Brandon Jacobs. What year is he?
2011, Brandon Jacobs was nice.
He was a workhorse.
He was.
But what?
Big B Jacobs, bro. I remember I used to kill my friends in Madden with that dude.
I hated Brandon Jacobs so much as a pass guy. I hated him.
Yeah, I bet.
And Manningham doesn't. Yeah, so not Manningham.
Maybe prime ODB.
What about Victor Cruz?
I was looking at Victor Cruz.
But 2011 though.
That was a 12 Martellus Bennett at tight end was all right. But yeah, 2011 Victor Cruz. I feel like it's either Odell or
2011 Brandon Jacobs. Okay.
That's kind of old, actually.
In 2011, between the running backs, I'm thinking more Ahmad Bradshaw. Between the running backs.
We got Ahmad Bradshaw.
Maybe Manningham, honestly.
Let's do it. Carolina 99 to 05. I'm already thinking if we got Steve Smith. Oh, he's not there.
Deshaun Foster.
We can always get a reroll. You get one reroll.
Okay.
Oh, Steve Smith is there, but we're just out of wide receiver. So we got to do a QB or a tight end.
Oh,
Just get a reroll. Those are both ass options. Oh shit, we got Peyton. Let's go. 06 Peyton.
06 Peyton.
The Sheriff. So we go. Come on. Oh, there's gonna be no good tight ends. The Jets, 2011 to 15. Kellen Winslow.
I guess.
We'll see what they do. I'll take him over Jeff Cumberland.
Yeah. Options are slim there.
Let's see what we got. 15 and 5. Mario
That's
Manningham got Kellen Winslow and Manningham.
Damn.
Marcus Allen, almost 1,800 rushing yards. What a stud. Priest Holmes, too. 21 tutties. 1,600 yards.
Priest was a beast.
Insane. Yeah, Priest was one of my favorite running backs when I was a little kid.
Hey, at least we got a B grade.
Hey, yeah, we'll be back. We'll be back. We'll see if we can get 20-0 done for you cats sometime this summer.
Yes, sir.
But, all right, everybody. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Episode 3 in the books. Peace.
Fourth and Delusional.